Welcome to the first video session of the chapter Tissues. In this module, we will be learning about introduction to tissues, plant tissues versus animal tissues, and classification of plant tissues. In the last chapter, cell, we had studied that cell is a structural and functional unit of all living organisms. It means that the living organisms that we see around us is made up of cells. And we also studied that based on the number of cells it constitutes, there are two types of organisms, unicellular and multicellular organisms. Uni means one, that is, the organism is made up of only one cell. So all these organisms, unicellular organisms, they have only one cell, and in order to keep it living, it has to perform different functions like respiration, circulation, digestion, excretion, and all these functions are performed by the single cell. Whereas other type of organisms are called as multicellular organisms. That is, their body is made up of many cells or multiple cells. All the organisms like a dog that we see around, dogs, cats, elephants, rabbits, plants, humans, all are multicellular organisms, and they have the property of division of labor. What do you mean by this division of labor? For example, when we are celebrating annual day function in our school, different teachers and students, they take up different duties. Like some will take up the duty of decoration, some will take up the duty of cultural programs, discipline, prize distribution, inaugural ceremony, like that. That is, there is division of labor for the proper coordination and functioning of the annual day. In the same way, in multicellular organisms, as I told you, they are made up of many cells, and they also have to perform different functions, and these different functions like excretion, reproduction, digestion, everything, circulation is performed by different cells. So in this chapter tissues, we will understand how different tissues, that is, how about the structure of tissues, how the tissues function to bring about coordination of organs and organ systems in a multicellular organisms. So multicellular organisms, they are made up of billions and billions of cells, and these cells show division of labor, and they perform a particular function, and that too very efficiently. And a group of cells that are similar in structure, they are of similar origin, that is, they come from the same parent cell and they perform the similar function. There are three keywords: similar structure, similar origin, and similar function. Such a group of cell is called as a tissue, and the study of tissue is called as histology. So the branch of biology which deals with study of tissue is called as histology. Are the animal tissues, that is, the animals and plants are made up of animal tissues and plant tissues. Are these animal tissues and plant tissues similar? Let us see about first animal tissues. When animals are mobile, that is, they move from one place to the other in search of food and shelter. So they require greater amount of energy. They require more energy to move because they are mobile. And such tissues, in order to have more energy, animals are made up of greater amount of living tissues. That is, they have more tissues that are living in their body. And the cell growth is of uniformly distributed. That means that there is a uniform pattern of growth. If you see the growth of our body, all parts of our body are growing at a uniform pace. Growth is not restricted to certain regions. And the structural organization of organs and organ systems in our body are more complex and specialized. Whereas plant tissues, plants are stationary and they do not require much amount of energy. That is, they require only very less amount of living tissues, because the tissues in plants, they have to provide structural strength to the plant body. So less amount of living tissues means they have more amount of dead tissues, and these dead tissues, they provide greater mechanical strength, and thus dead tissues require very less maintenance. The third characteristic is that the growth is limited to certain regions. They do not have a uniform pattern of growth like animals. If we see the growth of a plant, we can see that it is very restricted to certain regions like tip of the stem or tip of the branch and tip of the root. It is not like animal body. It is growing only in certain regions. And last, The structural organization, unlike animals, is very less complex. It is highly complex in animals, whereas in plants, the structural organizations of organs is very less complex. So we will see in detail about plant tissues. There are two types of plant tissues, meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Meristematic tissues are made up of cells which can divide throughout their life. That is, they have the capacity to divide throughout their life. And it is again subdivided into apical meristem, lateral meristem and intercalary meristem. These three meristems are coming under meristematic tissues. Dear children, it is very difficult for you to study new terms. So the only method to study terms is by repetition method. You keep on repeating until and unless it is familiar to you. So there are three types: apical, lateral and intercalary. Whereas permanent tissues, they cannot divide. They have lost the capacity to divide, and they are subdivided into simple tissues and complex tissues. If the tissue is made up of, we know tissues are made up of cells. They are having only one type of cell, they are called as simple tissues. Whereas they are made up of more type of cells, they are called as complex tissues. There are three types of simple tissues: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. And there are two types of complex tissues: xylem and phloem.